Hello traders, welcome to the Friday forecast, last day of the week, and we have NFP today, so I'm not trading. Every NFP Friday after 8 a.m. London time I stop trading. That's just one of the rules that we use for the guerrilla strategy. So yeah, today I'm not trading. Yesterday had some losses, so it was a red Thursday. We're going to go over them later. They were on the Aussie pairs. But first, let's take a look at the euro and US dollar. So for this one, what I was seeing, I saw no opportunity to enter anywhere on here. We saw this huge wick to the upside and a move down. I was looking to sell, but I did not get any momentum to a downside. Then momentum did continue. And then let me just go to the replay tool. Right here, there was an opportunity to enter on a flag, which would have been this flag right here. But for me personally, didn't fit my plan. First, I saw a wick right here, so large wick to the downside. I wanted to see a larger, wider range with a few candles. And then I saw a clear momentum shift in this push to the upside right here. When I see a large wick, no range, and the momentum shift, I mean, that's just all of the warning signs not to take a trade. So I did stay out of this one, and I believe it would have been a loss, or actually, but yeah, it would have definitely been a loss because it would have entered here on a 12 pip stop. So let's see, 12 pip stop, definitely a loss. Good that I followed my plan, avoided this 1% loss right here. Now moving on to the euro and the Japanese yen, I was actually not in any trades, but I was definitely having orders on. I just did not get tagged. So let's go to the replay tool right here. At this point, I had an order on for a nice break and retest. So I did backtest this setup for the last 5 years, so 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. And what I have found is if we have a descending structure, such as this one, and then if we get an impulse to a downside, like this one, which is for me a large impulse, and I'm definitely seeing a momentum shift to the downside when you compare it to the size of these candles, and the clean close, and there is an inside bar entry, that combination is very high probability to continue to the downside. So I did have an order on for a tap and go. As I said, I backtested this exact setup. Large impulse down, clean close, entry on the inside bar, and then usually price just taps us in and goes. And then after this candle did not tag me in, I did remove my order. Why? Because the pattern was no longer clear. So yeah, I need to see a clear pattern. That is one of the criteria. A clear pattern for me was a quick tap and go. And now with this would be an aggressive retrace, which I was not really happy to take because I have not seen these trades play out where the pullback was 2 candles and starting to form an aggressive retrace. So a pair characteristic of the euro and the Japanese yen is usually it just taps you in with the first pullback candle and drops or stops you out. Of course, because this was no longer a clear pattern, because I was not tagged in on the first pullback candle, I then removed the order. And if I left it, I would have been stopped out. Let's see, let's check it. I would have been tagged here with a 12 pip stop. Yeah, I would have been stopped out, so good that I did follow my plan once again. And then I had another order on right here. It was during the night, I believe. Yeah, around 12 or 1 in the morning. Right here, exact same setup for me. So a descending structure. A nice clear descending. I mean, this was a really clean descending structure. Then we got an impulse to the downside with a clean close. I'm seeing large momentum in this candle. For me personally, again, I backtested this same setup, and if the entry goes to the inside bar, usually the setup works. I again had my order on at the inside bar. I was very happy to place that 1% risk. But what happened? The first retrace candle did not tag me in. The pattern was no longer clear, and I was not happy to take it anymore. A flag did form, but for me, I haven't seen this setup work out when there is a flag. I have not tested that scenario, so I decided to stay out since I have not back tested it. I didn't want to place the 1% risk for something that I have not seen play out many times. Again, maybe it does play out. I need to check it out. I need to backtest it. But yeah, this would have been the entry for the flag with a 12 pip stop. And I think you would be in some profit because the price did start moving down again. At this point, I had no order on it after any of these candles because I was seeing a clear slowdown right here. I was seeing candles starting to slow down. They were getting smaller when you compare it to the size of these. I mean, just look at the size of these impulses right here. This one really big. And then these are just really starting to get smaller. So yeah, I didn't have an order on at any point after this candle because I saw a clear slowdown, again breaking, leaving wicks, another warning sign. So yeah, that's about it for this one. Let's see how this now looks. Okay, so it broke the high, just barely retraced, and is now creating a larger range. As expected, we had a huge wick to a downside, we had a V reversal, and we are now getting a range. Broke the high, retraced, another sign of more range-bound price action. I'm expecting more of a range right here, and I believe I didn't forecast the prior pair. So for this one, I'm waiting for the breakout to the downside. Look to sell, or breakout to the upside, look to buy. Of course, be careful of the liquidity areas below and above the range. I mean, classic stuff. Just waiting for this to move out of the range. For this one, same exact thing. I'm identifying a range. I am waiting for a large push up or a large push down, and of course, we need to be careful of the liquidity areas below and above. So they look the same now. We're getting an indication of a larger range. We need to see clear momentum and clear conviction to one direction, either to the upside or to the downside. Maybe a descending and then a nice reversal. Again, what I am liking is this really clean descending on the euro and the Japanese yen. So if a trend starts to the upside, I will be very happy to take a long, because after this descending that is this well defined, usually we start to get a nice uptrend, and again I want to get in on that nice uptrend. So now we come to the Aussie and the US dollar, and I was actually in two trades for this pair. First one, I was in a trade right here. Oops. So let me place the risk to reward right here with a 12 pip stop. I was seeing a large push down. I was seeing just a one candle pullback, and it was a bearish pullback. I saw another push down, clean close. I then placed my order. I don't really care about how much it broke, as long as it's a clean close and as long as the pullback shows me no momentum shift and it is bearish or bullish if we're going up. And I was then happy to place a pending order. It was also Thursday, so fit my plan, fit my checklist, and I did get taken out for a 1% loss right here. Then I saw the price reversing. So for the Aussie US dollar, reversals are high probability. For me personally, in my backtesting, I found that if I get a clear momentum shift in the reversal, usually the trades work out. The wick does not really matter. This is not a large wick. This is more of a bigger wick, but not really a warning sign for me personally. And I was seeing the price starting to descend right here, also forming a smaller descending on the bottom where it broke and retraced down here. And the overall price before was also kind of correctively descending, but didn't really take that into account. It was more that I saw a nice momentum shift to the upside, so I was happy to place a pending long order right here, 12 pip stop, and then got taken out again for a 1% loss. So it was not really a good Thursday, I would have to say. But yeah, fit my plan and followed my plan. So was happy to take it at that point. Let's now see what happened. Well, we broke to the upside and are potentially starting an uptrend, and that is what we are expecting from a descending structure. So for this time, our pending order did not work out. It has just taken us out by a small amount and then started trending up. So again, that is what happens, but it's part of the game. That is why, for me, reversals on the Aussie US dollar are a high probability if we get a large momentum candle. Usually we continue to the upside or to the downside depending on the reversal. I'm waiting to see a nice uptrend on Monday. Of course, I'm not trading today anymore, looking for an entry for this uptrend. After the descending, I am expecting an uptrend. So let's see if we get that nice confirmation and then get a nice continuation pattern to enter. So either on a flag or a nice break and retest, really classic stuff. Then we can switch to the Aussie Japanese yen. And here also had 2 losses on this one. So similar sort of a trade where I was looking to sell. Right here I placed a pending short order because I was seeing the price for me was correctively trending, or sorry, not correctively, but trending down, yeah, in a more corrective fashion. But for me, this pair that does trend correctively, so I was happy to take it. I was seeing an impulse down, small pullback, we continue, a bit of a momentum shift in the pullback, but then we continue again, pulled back, no momentum shift, we continue, pullback, just one candle pullback, we continue, again a bearish pullback candle, nice break, clean close, and I was happy to take that risk. And of course it was Thursday. I'm always blabbering on about how Monday and Tuesday are predominantly range bound, and then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday is usually when we get some trends and is usually when the trades do work out. Now that's not the rule, but that is just how our results present the data to us. So got taken out for a 1% loss on this one also. And then now this last trade was a bit of FOMO because I know that on the Aussie Japanese yen reversals really don't work out. So many of them just fail and give you a 1% loss. Those that work out bring you just a little bit of percentage, maybe 1 or maybe 2%. So they're really not worth taking, but I had FOMO. The setup was textbook. For example, this on any other pair, I would definitely take it, except on GU. I'm not trading reversals on GU, but on any other pair, so EU, EJ, AU, NJ, I'm definitely taking a reversal here. I mean, just it looks perfect. We have a larger descending. Inside of that larger descending is our smaller descending. We have a clear momentum shift to the upside right here. Nice clean close, nice break. Definitely was happy to, on any other pair I would be happy to take this, but on this one I should have stayed out, to be honest, because from my backtesting I know that no matter how the reversal looks, if it's really clean, on AJ they're just not worth taking. Most of them fail, except maybe, okay, if this had maybe like a huge, not a huge, but a big break like this, okay, I would then 100% take it. But because this break was good for every other pair, but for this one, maybe not worth the risk. But again, I had FOMO because it looked so perfect, and then got taken out for a 1% loss once again. So took 4 losses on Thursday, but it's a part of the game, follow my plan. So 3 out of the 4 trades did fit my plan. This one is for the ASR for the weekend. I will see what exactly happened, see the process, and yeah. Let's look at what happened next. I believe price started to trend to the upside. So yeah, this is what we expect after a descending structure. We expect an uptrend to start. So on Monday, I am seeing if this uptrend will potentially continue, give us a nice break and retest or a nice flag. Just a reminder, I'm only starting to trade after the London Open on a Monday. So potentially seeing if this will impulse up a bit more, give me a flag, break and retest. We will see what will happen. Again, this can also shoot to the downside, give us a V reversal, give us a range, and then we will look to sell. Right here. So let me just, yeah, we will look to sell. We have no expectations, but highest probability for the price currently is to start trending to the upside. We shall see what will happen. The pound, I saw no potential entries. Right here, only small breaks. I saw no potential entry to sell. We then kind of messed around, ranged around a bit. Then we continued down, but again, got no entry setups at the bottom. Also, we then started to descend a bit here. I'm not trading reversals on the pound, so I did not look to buy. And then price started trending to the upside right here. And it now broke the high retraced. So on Monday, we will see what needs to happen. I'm not really seeing a descending here. I'm seeing large strength to the downside. The only descending structure is a small descending at the bottom. So on Monday, let's see if we get a large push and a break and retest to the upside, or a large push and a break and retest to the downside. That's about it for the pound, nothing complicated. NJ, I was not in any entries right here. I did not have an order on for a buy right here. For me personally, this descending, it looked good, but I did not like how we ended on the bottom. Again, I'm aggressive. I would say not aggressive, but I take a bit of more crappier price action on the Aussie US dollar. On NJ and other pairs, I need to be a bit more patient with the reversals. So if this was AU, I would have potentially set an order, but for NJ, I'm being a bit more patient because this descending was not really well defined. We just had a small counter trend candle. You can see the low is 181. This one is 178. So a small counter trend move right here. A clear momentum shift to the upside, but I just wanted to see a bit more of a descending structure. I did not have an order on. And yeah, then we just kind of ranged around and continued to the upside, which is to be expected when you see a descending structure like this one. So let's see if this continues trending. We have just now broke the high, retraced, warning sign. Got also a momentum shift in the pullback, another warning sign. And let's see if this will potentially start trending to the upside, give us a nice flag or a break and retest. Or maybe reverse, give us a nice flag, break and retest to the downside. So definitely seeing what will happen. If this just starts to ascend, then I'm seeing on a larger scale a descending into an ascending, again expecting more range-bound price action. So that's about it for NJ. That's about it for the forecast. I will see you guys on Monday. Let's wait to see what NFP will bring us. I believe the news are coming in maybe 1 or 2 hours, something like that. That usually moves the market. We will see if we get some trends. And I will see you guys in the next video.